Smileys. Today I'm coming to you with a quick dinner or lunch that you can make for your family, simple and healthy. All you'll need is some drumsticks. I have here organic chicken drumsticks that I've just got finished washing, some extra virgin olive oil, some onion powder, some black pepper, some garlic powder, and some low sodium seasoning salt. And then as sides, I'm going to do some black-eyed peas and some okra. So all you'll need to do is wash your meat, and then you can add some olive oil on top. This will keep the meat moist, tender, and sort of be a quick marinade with your seasonings, because I'm not going to let the meat sit in my seasonings. I've drizzled the meat with olive oil. Now I'm going to shake some seasoning on top. Onion powder. Seasoning salt. Garlic powder. And now black pepper. And now I'm just going to add a little bit more olive oil. Okay. And then I'm going to take my basting brush and I'm going to get all that olive oil and really coat the seasoning and the olive oil on the fish. Or excuse me, the chicken. Okay, I have coated all of my chicken. Now I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil and I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. And then after the 30 minutes, I'm going to take the aluminum foil off and let it continue to cook. Meanwhile, for my black-eyed peas, I've chopped up some onion and some fresh garlic. I'm going to put this in a pot with a little bit of olive oil, and then I'll turn on the heat. Okay, so everything is in my pot. Now I'm going to turn on the stove to medium. And the reason why I did this is because I don't want my garlic to burn. So if it's heating up with the olive oil at the same time, I can ensure that it will not burn when I add it. Because I don't want burnt garlic simmering in my black-eyed peas. While the garlic and onion is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and start the okra. I put that in some water and I'm going to bring it to a boil. For both my okra and my black-eyed peas, well, with my okra, I'll add the seasoning at the end, but the black-eyed peas, I'll start adding seasoning when the peas get tender, start getting tender. I don't want to season right up front. We'll let the garlic and the onion be the seasoning. Okay, the pan is heated up, the oil is heated. I'm going to stir that a little. And I'm going to saute this until the onions become translucent. You can saute as much garlic and onion as you like. I did about a third of an onion, a third of a small onion, and one large garlic clove. And now I'm going to add the black-eyed peas. These are frozen black-eyed peas. Since the onion looks good and I smell the garlic. And I'm going to put enough water that will cover the peas and bring it to a boil. Okay, so water over the peas, turning up my heat to high. I'm going to cover and bring to a boil. Well, I'll cover after it boils. So let's bring it to a boil and then we'll cover it. And for you moms with small children, since I'm at the first eye, usually I cook on the back eye, but this eye is already taken. So since I'm on the first eye, my handle always goes to the back. We don't want babies or toddlers to yank it down. They're much taller than you think. And also with the handle to the back, your child won't see the handle and then attempt to try to climb and get it. So that's another reason why I put my handle to the back. No one told me that. I don't know if that's a rule of thumb, but but it's just something I do in this house to keep the little ones safe. And also with this meal, we got some baked chicken, we got some black eyed peas, we have some okra. You could serve this with some cornbread, some rice. We don't eat a lot of bread in this house, so I won't be serving this meal with cornbread, but if I had company or if it was in November or December around the Thanksgiving, Christmas times, then I'd probably make a pan of cornbread. Okay, I got it to a rolling boil, so I'm going to stir it. And then I'm going to turn it down to 2. I'm going to cover it. And I'll probably keep it on 2 for a good 30 to 45 minutes. And the okra is slowly starting to boil. The okra is starting to boil. So I'm going to turn it down. I had it on 5, so I'm going to turn it down to 3. Some people like to add tomatoes to their okra, so this is when I would add my tomatoes after the okra is cooked. And I'm going to season with some seasoning salt and a pinch of black pepper. You could use regular salt, you could use Himalayan pink salt. I personally wouldn't use any salt, but I'm not the only one. And this low sodium seasoning salt should be okay. I have a family member who likes to use, oh, that's what it's called, Tony Chachere's. So you could put that off in there. Shout out to the fam. And then I'm going to let that seasoning get in the okra for a couple of minutes, and then I'll turn it off. But the okra is done. And then you could also put that Tony Chachere in the black eyed peas when we're adding our seasoning. So my sister and brother do that. Alright, so it's been a minute. I'm going to turn that okra off. And we're continuing to let the black eyed peas simmer. Now the peas are starting to get tender. So here you could add some more fresh onion. I'm just going to add some seasoning salt and some pepper. This will be the little, if I re-season, it won't be with pepper, since baby is going to be eating some of these too. And we'll let that simmer some more. Checking on the chicken. It is getting brown, so I'm going to keep the aluminum foil off now. Let it cook just a little bit more so the skin can get brown. And I just came back and tasted the broth of this black eyed pea, and it is so good. That garlic and that onion, woo, you guys will like this. Okay, the chicken is done, so I'm going to cover it again and let it rest. As you can see, the skin is just a tad bit crispy. If I was eating this myself, I would have left it in the oven a little bit longer so the skin could get crispier. My family doesn't eat the chicken skin, so they're pulling it off. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull it out the oven. So I'm going to cover it and let the meat rest for 5 minutes. We'll turn off the oven. Alright, Smileys, here's the finished product. I let my beans sit on the stove for a total of 45 minutes, and then once they were tender, I pulled them off, kept the top on, and allowed the sauce to thicken. And I hope that you enjoy tonight's dinner as much as I am. Let me try these beans. So good. You can really taste that garlic, but it's not pungent. For me, it is the salt. Of course, garlic is not salty, but that just the flavor, it satisfies the need for salt on my palate. So I hope you enjoy this. I love this baked chicken and okra and black eyed peas. So rate this video a thumbs up, and I will see you Smileys next time.